us to look at high-low method, which is in KNEC, management accounting, and also in advanced management accounting in CPA. So when given this method, high-low method, it's a method whereby you take the highest level of activity together with the lowest level of the activity with their corresponding costs, then you divide them. That's what we are going to do. So to help us understand that, we are going to solve this question where you are given the number of months, the level of activity in units, and cost in CAD in Kenya shillings. So you have been asked, you are required, using the high-low method to determine the number 1, variable cost per unit, B, fixed costs, and C, total cost if 90,000 units are to be produced. So to start with, you have said high-low method, you take the lowest level of activity and the highest level of activity. So you have to get the 2 points. So this one is for the activity, and this one for the cost, the total cost. So you look at the lowest activity. In this case, the lowest is supposed to be 50,000. It's the lowest amount there. Then 50,000. Then their corresponding cost, which is 74,000. Then you take the highest. The highest here is 80,000. 80,000 together with its corresponding cost. So 80,000 together with its corresponding cost, which is 98,000. So from there, we are required to solve for the variable cost per unit. So the equation that we're supposed to get is y is equal to a plus bx, where y is usually the independent variable, dependent variable, and in this case, the dependent variable in our case is the total cost. So this is the one that has the value of y. Then a is usually the fixed cost, which you are going to solve in this question, the fixed cost part b. Then b is the variable cost, the one that we solve here. Then x is the independent variable, and for the independent variable is the level of activity, which is x. So to start with, we are going to solve for the value of b. So to get the value of b, we are going to look at the change in y or change in x. In this case, you are going to take the change in total cost, you divide by change in the level of activity. So the level of activity you are saying is x, and the total cost is y. We are going to look at the change between the highest and the lowest. So to get b, we are saying is y2 minus y1. You divide x2 minus x1. That's how we are supposed to get it. So in this case, we are going to take the lowest variables as the 1s, and then the highest as the 2s. So to get y2 is this one, 98,000. We say 98. We say 98,000 minus y1, which is 74,000. Then you divide x2, which is 80,000 minus the x1, which is 50,000. So when you divide 98,000 minus 74, what will you get? 98,000 minus 40,000, 80,000 minus 50,000, 30,000. So when you divide the two of them, 24,000 divided by 30,000, 0.8. You get it as 0.8. So that's the value of b, the one that you have solved as the variable cost. Then the other one, you have been asked, you get the value of the fixed cost, and the fixed cost is the value which is here. Y is the a. So to get a, in our equation, the value is the equation is y is equals to a plus bx. So we are going to get to take one of them one of them here, we replace the value of b, then so that we are going to solve for the value of a. So in this case, you can take these ones for the highest, and for the highest, y was 98,000 is equals to a plus the value of b is 0.8, then the value of x is 80,000. So it's going to be 98,000 is equals to a plus 0.8 times 80,000. So which one can we use? We replace 64,000. So 98,000. So it's going to be a is equals to 98,000 minus 64,000. Get the value of a as, when you say 98,000 minus 64,000, 34. Yeah. 34, you get the value of a as 34,000. So meaning your equation is supposed to be, when you get our equation here, so our equation is y is equals to a plus bx. So our equation will be y is equals to the value of a, which is 34,000, plus the value of b, 0.8x. That's our equation. So for the fixed cost, we have gotten it at 34,000. Then the last question, you have been asked, we get the total costs. We find the total cost, 90,000 units are produced. And in this case, 90,000 units is the value of x. So you have been asked to get the value of y, which is the total cost. So when you replace it in that equation,